Sorry. So the rupa which are outside are not asking us to, they are not asking us to take me and have happiness. Yeah, right?
Yes. Yes. Yes,
They, won't-
exactly.
they won't ask us to take it and have happiness.
Yes.
The thing is, we are going to get them
To get
have,
happiness.
to have happiness. That's right.
Yes.
So that you have to remember. So they are not asking us to take me to have happiness, but we think we can have happiness through them. But
Yes.
Buddha says, if you take them, you can't take them. Unfortunately, you can take their fake, fake uh, rupa or figures or figurines. So we take fake and fictitious rupa into our system. They are called upadana rupa.
Yes.
That's what we discussed. They're called
Yes.
upadana rupa. So we invite them to our interior or the mind to have happiness. But
Yes.
Buddha says, although we invite them to have happiness, remember that they are fake and they are not real. They are fictitious rupa. They are making fictitious rupa in our system. Those are figures or whatever you call them in English. Buddha says they are rupa, upadana rupa. So that particular process is called rupa upadana. You join the two words together. Upadana rupa. That process is called bringing the outside rupa into the interior or the inside interior of our system or the mind or the conscious. You can use any term. So whatever you take from outside, so it's upadana rupa, makes the upadana rupa, that's rupa upadana. That process is called rupa upadana. So
That
just
process is called
rupa upadana rupa. Sorry, upadana rupa.
okay.
We say upadana rupa. The process is called rupa upadanaya. Rupa upadanaya.
We can find in the book.
Yes, in that's Magadhi language,
Oh, okay.
not English. Rupa upadana. It doesn't matter. Or rupa raga. Rupa raga is a better word. It's in the book. It's in the
Oh, yes.
rupa
Because
raga.
yesterday you mentioned the Rupa Raga. This
Rupa raga.
process is called.
Yeah, rupa upadane or rupa raga. Rupa raga is a better one. Yeah. So
Okay.
remember as rupa raga. Yeah. Sorry about that. I thought I had not confused you. So it's rupa raga. Rupa raga.
Rupa Raga. Okay.
So you take rupa raga. Now this rupa raga process brings all these things to our system. The door is open, but we are not going to take each and every rupa of the objects. We take the things whichever we think that will give us happiness. So we catch the things which will give us happiness that we think. Make sense?
Yes.
Whatever we think, if we think, no, this is not going to give me happiness, we are not going to take them on board. So we reject them.
Yes.
So that's inviting the rupa to come into the system. So that's called rupa raga, the process.
Yes.
Now we are taking them or we are catching them very strongly because we think if we catch them strongly, we can have happiness. So what would be the next step? As I said yesterday,
Some sankhara
no,
and
don't go that far. No, it's better. Before that, Rupa, Vedana, Sanya. There are two other things to consider. Rupa, Vedana, Sanya.
Sanya.
So there are three items before going
Yes.
to Sankara. So we have to understand that part very well. Okay? So Rupa, Vedana, Sanya. We are going to figure out, identify, examine to see whether they are actually going to help us to get the happiness. So that particular assessment is going from Rupa, Vedana, Sanya.
Yes.
Rupa, Vedana, Sanya is helping us to assess the things that we have invited to our system, whether they are going to give us happiness. That's the identification or the assessment.
Yeah.
Rupa, Vedana, Sanya. So you can't go wrong. Rupa, Vedana, Sanya. While that process, that's another process. So while those three things are happening, finally, once we decide, then what happens is our entire system is going to change little by little. Entire body particles. That is called Sankara.
Sangha.
Sankara. Next one is Sankhara. Sankhara.
Sankhara.
Sankhara. Sankhara. Not Sangita. Sankhara. Sankhara. Yeah, that's right. Sankhara.
Sankhara.
So it's Rupa, Vedana, Sanya. The fourth one is Sankhara. So Sankhara is going to disturb our physical system. Rupa, Vedana, Sanya is created by our six senses. That's what yesterday I mentioned. Only six senses are involved in the Rupa, Vedana, Sanya, but the entire physical body is going to involve in Sankara. I'll repeat that. Only six senses, that is the eye, the ear, the nose, the tongue, the body for touching, and the brain. Those six senses are there to help to, create upadana rupa. When we see something, we get upadana rupa through eyes. If we hear a sound, that also comes as a upadana rupa. The tongue, the taste also comes as a upadana rupa. Because if you look at the meal that is sitting in front, that is sitting in front of you, that you are going to eat. So that is also a rupa, isn't it?
Yeah.
That rupa goes into the system as upadana rupa.
Yes.
When you are eating, when you get the taste, whenever you recall your taste, this is good, nice taste, it's sour, it's, sweet, tasty, sweet, or whatever, that goes into the mind as a rupa.
Rupa.
Everything goes as a rupa. Rupa is upadana rupa. Buddha's term is upadana rupa. Created rupa. Generated rupa inside. Those rupas are made by these six senses. So you are with me? You're clear with that?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes, yes, yes.
I'm just repeating what we discussed yesterday.
Yes.
So then once we have decided the Rupa Vedana Sanya, then Sanya is identification, identifying. These are happening very quickly.
Mm.
Once we have decided on, you start eating. It gives you good taste. So his Rupa Vedana Sanya has gone through all these steps. Rupa Vedana Sanya steps have gone through when you start to eat. When you hear something, and if you say, yeah, I'm going to buy that musical instrument, which gives a nice, sound, then Rupa Vedana Sanya gone through.
Yeah.
Then your system get excited and all sort of things could happen. So exciting can change the physical system, right?
Yes.
Now this excitement can go either way. That means it can create anger. Why it can create anger? If you can't get the thing that you are looking for, you get anger.
Angry. Yes.
Identified, and you see something outside, say you see a very expensive car, you can't take it. You like it, you can't take it.
Yeah. Cannot offer it. So
Yeah, cannot, yeah, buy that because I don't have that much money.
yeah.
You can see a house, it's too expensive to buy. You like to buy. Now see, the anger comes.
Yeah.
Some dissatisfaction, I would say.
Mm.
Before anger comes, dissatisfaction. Then, dissatisfied, uneasiness. Gradually increases up to anger. Or you might think, I would have, saved the money when I had the chance. I didn't do that. Otherwise, I would have bought this. So these are all coming from the previous actions. So they are also going in and out. The
Yes.
anger comes. Now I'm going to relate. Then the last one is vinya. Vinya is nothing but feeling the feelings of those four items produced. Rupa, Vedana, Sanya, Sankara have produced all these things to feel the feelings. So whatever those four items produce are going to be felt by that person. That feeling, the feelings is called the vinyana. That vinyana is making you happy or unhappy.
Yes.
That's the place where, or that's the element that make you to be happy temporarily or unhappy or suffer for a quite long period of time. Can you understand that?
Yes.
Yes.
So
Now,
can I
yeah.
consider this Vinara is actually like a storage place to store all our no matter good feelings or bad feelings.
No, they're not storing. It's no storage. I don't know whether I got that right. It's
Okay.
the feelings must be the last part to
Yes.
complete that thought.
Yes.
That I said these are the five elements of a thought.
Okay.
Now, if you don't complete the full five elements, you are not completing a thought. If you go halfway, Rupa, Vedana, Sanya, no Sankara, no Vijnana. So it's not going to be a thought. It's going to be a concept only.
Okay.
So concepts won't bring us unhappiness or suffering. Concepts can't do that. concepts will help us. So what Buddha said is, okay, if you can live with concepts only without going to Sankara and Vijnana, you have got neutral feelings. So
Neutral feelings. Okay.
when the neutral feelings come in, your Vijnana becomes no Vijnana. Neutral feeling is no Vijnana. Okay?
Okay.
If you get feelings, then strong feelings, it is Vijnana.
Okay. Got
If you
it.
get neutral feelings, no Vijnana, then what is that? That is called wisdom.
What? Sorry?
Wisdom. WISDOM.
Oh, wisdom. Okay,
Wisdom.
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 Okay.
Wisdom. So it's a great thing to have. Tranquility, serenity, wisdom.
Yeah.
So you are going towards that direction.
Okay.
Now see, so then you are not going to change your blood pressure, your system is not going to change. So therefore, there is no sankara as such. So therefore, if you are looking for wisdom, at last you have got only rupa, vedana, sanya only. No
Okay.
sankara, no vijnana. Right? So
Yes.
Buddha's word is sankara and vijnana. The negatives of those two, Buddha said, sankara is visankara, not sankara, visankara. Visankara means no sankara in Magadhi language. I don't know whether too much for you. Visankara. V-I,
Visanga.
Visankara. V-I, V for violet, I for ink, V-I Sankara. Visankara.
Okay.
Visankara. So the feelings I said, Upadana Sankara Vijnana, Vijnana becomes Jnana, not Vijnana, Jnana. Jnana is
N-A-N-A.
Vijnana is Vijnana becomes Jnana. N-G-A-N-A. Jnana.
N-G-A-N-A.
Jnana. Jnana means wisdom. Jnana means intellectual. Jnana is very intelligent. No, is starting with G, I think. G, sorry, I made a mistake. It's not N. G, N, A, G, N, A. Jnana. G, N, A, A. G, N, double A. G,
G-N-A-A.
A, yeah. Jnana. Jnana, yeah. G, N, A,
Jnana.
G, N, double A, N, A. Yeah, you have to put another A in between. G, N, double, not J, G is okay. G for goal, yeah. G. Just write it down again, please. G. Yeah.
G-N-N-A-A.
Double
This?
G, N, double A, N, A. Then the last
Oh, okay, okay.
Nya,
G-N-A-A. N
N, A.
G-N-A.
There should be another.
This?
That's the one. Yeah. G
Okay, okay.
N is so nya.
Jnana.
Yeah, hard to write in English. These are Magadhi terms. So G N double A N A. You wrote it correctly. Thanks for that. Yeah, that's the
Okay.
well done. Yeah.
And seven. So
Jnana.
excuse me, doctor.
Mhm.
I have a question. This is Yini speaking, and I would like to ask you. I think I cannot follow you about the Vijnana. So, is it possible for you to go through the explanation, the definition you explain
Yeah.
that page.
Yeah.
Let's check it out. Which page? Yeah, on the book, which page 15. Is it okay to let us go through it? Is it possible?
Vijnana, yeah,
Here it is.
I have written differently Vijnana. In the book, page 13, I think there should be a G. I don't know why I missed that. It's on page 13. Can you go to page 13, please?
Yes,
Page
yes, yes.
13. Yeah, so page 13, which paragraph?
It is the last paragraph.
Mm-hmm.
Let us now investigate the meaning of 5 components of a thought. Rupa, Vedana, Sanya, Sankara, Vijnana. Right? So that's 5. Where's the jnana? Haven't I written the jnana? Yeah, I have written the vijnana correctly. So that's all right. Where is the jnana? I had to look at the jnana. 1 second. Vijnana. Have I written the jnana? Sankar. Jnana.
Yeah, here it is. The 15, page 15, Vijnana.
Jnana. I'm looking for jnana. Not vijnana. Jnana. Have I written somewhere jnana? Okay, we'll come to that little by little, don't worry. So jnana is the opposite of vijnana. Put it like that way. So you pronounce jnana as the opposite of vijnana. You are with me?
Yes, yes, yes.
Which page, please? Yeah, Yana.
Jnana,
G-N-A-N-A.
yeah, I'm
Yeah.
just looking at it, should be somewhere. I can't. Yeah, I put only one in there. Number 18, jnana is there.
Okay.
Jnana is,
Number
yeah, I
18.
put G-N-A-N-A, but there should be 2 N's, or I put a, part on top of
yes.
A. Yeah, that
Yes,
to
yes.
say jnana. Instead of putting 2 A's, I put A on top of that dash. So it doesn't matter. That's jnana. Can you see
Okay.
that? Can you see
Yes.
that? Yeah. So that can be pronounced as jnana, no problem. Yeah.
Okay.
Otherwise, you have to put 2 A's. If you don't put that line on top of A, then you have to put A double A. So either way, okay. So it's that's right. So if we found it, now I'll go back to this again. All right. So you get from your 6 senses. We'll go back to the place where we started. Okay. So we get all these rupa from outside. They are called rupa from objects.
Which page? Got lost. Sorry. Which page, please?
Page 13.
Yeah, we can go to the starting point. Yeah, 13. Okay. So we can go to Rupa, Vedana, Sanya, Sankara, Vijnana, anywhere in the book. Doesn't matter. I have explained Rupa, Vedana, Sanya, Sankara, Vijnana. We are still here. All right.
Yeah.
So I have explained this several times. I believe you know what these 5 things are. Rupa, Vedana, Sanya, Sankara, Vijnana. So opposite of Sankara is Visankara. Opposite of Vijnana is Jnana. That's all. That's all I said. I didn't complicate anything. I just said opposite of Sankara is Visankara. Opposite of Vijnana is Jnana. That's all. So
Yeah. Okay. Got it.
easy to remember. So remember the bad ones, Rupa, Vedana, Sanya, Sankara, Vijnana. Then if you want to stop at Rupa, Vedana, Sanya, instead of Visankara, instead of Sankara, you get Visankara. Instead of Vijnana, you get Jnana.
Yeah.
Got it?
Got it.
Got it.
But the definition of vijnana, yeah, is not registered in my mind actually.
Yeah, vijnana
It's
is,
very blur. Yeah.
yeah, vijnana is ignorance, blind,
Blind. Okay, good.
blind. Yeah, vijnana is that person doesn't know what's going to happen.
Ignorance.
Ignorance, yeah, vijnana. Jnana is not ignorance. Jnana is serenity, intellectuality, the opposite of
Wisdom.
wisdom, yeah. So it's jnana is better, vijnana is not good, ignorance. Don't worry, you will come across these things again and again in the future. So you don't have to worry now. But if you have understood the very first five, the bad ones, Rupa Vedana, Sanya, Sankara, Vijnana, that's enough for the time being. Now I'm going to go through this again by relating this to the five hindrances that we learned.
Yeah, okay.
So we learned five hindrances. Now the question is, why Buddha explained five hindrances? Here it is. Five hindrances, the very first one is Kama Chanda. That means entangling with outside worldly things very tightly, strongly. That is Kama Chanda. Can you remember that? Entangling with likings and dislikings given by objects from the outside world. That is Kama Chanda. Entangling, yeah.
Yes.
So if you can remember the Kama Chanda, Vyapada, Tinamidda, Uddacha, Kukkucha, Vichikicha, can you remember? Or it's difficult to remember? Tell me. Doesn't matter. Because these are new things. So I appreciate even if you can't remember, it doesn't matter.
Actually, it's difficult to remember only if we see the books in front of us.
Yeah. Yeah. So actually this Rupa Vedana Sanya Sankara Vijnana can be related to Kamachanda Vyapada Tinamidda Uddacha Kukkucha Vichikicha in a different manner. You can relate them. That's what I was trying to do. Because Kama Chanda, can you remember the 10 defilements we said? Kama, Tanna, Rati, Raga, Lobha, Desha, Moha, Macharya, Krodha, Vaira. Not that fast, but at least the first three. Kama, Tanna, Rati, Raga.
Yeah, I can.
Yeah, the defilements, five defilements, yeah. Now see, they are also starting with Kama. Five hindrances starting with Kama Chanda, same sounds of Buddha's teachings, isn't it? Kama Chanda.
Yes.
Okay, now I will, instead of going to that five hindrances, I will go back to these five aggregates again to make it clearer to you tonight. Okay?
Okay.
Okay, now what are the five aggregates they call, but we say the elements of a thought. Elements of a thought is Rupa, Vedana, Sanya, then Sankara, Vijnana. Is it easy to remember these five or not?
Yes, this five is easier. Easier.
Easier. Okay, that's good. So try to remember whatever you can remember. You remember what you can remember, then the rest will come to you at a different stage. So you don't have to worry about it now. Okay?
Okay.
Okay, just concentrate on these five now. So Rupa, Vedana, Sanya. What are these? All the six senses are helping to bring this rupa from the outside as fictitious rupa into the system. They are called upadana rupa, that you know now. That you have understood, isn't it?
Yes.
That part you have understood. Now, when they come in, what happens is, we are going to analyze inside the system. Who does that? This system does that, whether we like it or not. But if you realize these things are doing these things, this analyzation, then you can control. You can say, no, I don't want to analyze them. Then it will go to Rupa Vedana Sanya, identifies, put the brakes, no Sankara Vijnana. If not, it goes in, it will does everything automatically. That's why people shout at other people. That's why people try to fulfill their, whatever they likings. That's why they are going to fulfill their dislikings. Can you understand?
Yes.
So if you allow that to go in its own, the rest will be done by the system and give us temporary happiness and unhappiness. So always we get temporary happiness and unhappiness while we are living in this world. That's what Buddha said. No matter which human being, no matter which animal is going to live in this world, is going to experience temporary happiness and unhappiness. And also, there's another point. Now say somebody is having a temporary happiness. When that temporary happiness is going to change to unhappiness, right? Say
Yeah.
temporary happiness, when that is finishes, that person is going to get the unhappiness. So in between there is a time lag, small time interval. Can you understand that? So
Yeah.
he get the happiness, temporary happiness, and the unhappiness. In between, when it transfers from happiness to unhappiness, there is a time gap.
Yes, time gap.
Very, very tiny gap. You can't measure
Yes.
even, you can't imagine even. But in that particular time gap, the feeling is, it is not happy feeling, it is not unhappy feeling, it's a neutral feeling.
Neutral feeling. Okay.
So, but we can't feel
Realize
that.
it.
Yeah, we can't feel that. That's the problem.
Yes. Yes. Yes.
There's a tiny little, neutral feeling. So if we just imagine, if we can continue with that neutral feeling in our entire life, how good it is. You know what I mean? Buddhas are doing that. So that's a so interesting point here. I agree with that. So there's a neutral feeling, but we can't, grasp that, comprehend that, unfortunately, because it's going at a terrific speed, very high speed it's happening.
Mm.
You can't observe that.
Yes.
One
Cannot
can
realize
observe.
it.
But Buddha, yes, we can't realize. But Buddha said there is such thing. There is such
Okay.
thing Buddha pointed out. So because of Buddha pointed out, we know. Otherwise we don't. No one knows. It's experienced by every single person living in this world. Every animal living in this world has to experience that, but they can't, because that power of the mind is not that much. Okay? So there is a slight, very, very tiny little time period where we get neutral feeling. So always, every feeling we get starts with happy, temporary happiness, then neutral, then unhappiness. That's one scenario. Other one is unhappiness throughout. Unhappy people are crying and shouting and all sort of things. So that is one scenario. The other one is temporary happiness, neutral happiness, and unhappiness. That's the other scenario. So we have to live between these two scenarios all the time. Yeah, unhappiness throughout. When I say throughout, when that person is with that thought, if that person is going to change that thought, it's a different setup. Now, some people are thinking about the same thing over and over again. I lost that, I lost that, I lost that. You know, it's repetitively thinking in the same manner. So that person is going to feel unhappy. So that part is Rupa Vedana Sanya Sankara Vinyana. It's going continuously along that path. Can you understand that?
Yes.
Yeah. So if anybody stops at Rupa Vedana Sanya, that person can stop the unhappiness, which is very, very difficult. I know that. But you can stop the unhappiness. Then you can get into neutral feeling. But our system is such that because we have our habitual actions are, you know, running here and there. Therefore, we get happy feelings, neutral feelings, unhappy feelings as a mix. So it's a mix of happy, unhappy, and neutral. Neutral is very, very low. We get happy and unhappy. Most of them are unhappy because happy feelings are temporary. So therefore, Buddha says, you are getting happy and unhappy feelings from what? Fictitious rupa.
Yes.
So Buddha is asking, how can you get permanent happiness from fake and fictitious rupa?
Cannot.
Because that is the origin. Who
Yes, yes.
originated this rupa, the fictitious rupa? The outside world. Outside world rupa, we can't catch them as they are. We have to catch them as upadana rupa. They are fictitious rupa,
Yes.
fake rupa. So we are associating with fictitious rupa and produce rupa vedana sanya. Once we produce rupa vedana sanya, that means we identified them pretty well. Then the system says, grab them and have some fun, have some happiness. Then what happens is system goes towards sankara and vinyana. Can you understand that now?
Yes.
Yeah, now it's good. Yeah.
So can we say that if at the stage of sanya, if we don't judge the things that appeared in our mind, maybe we can reach the neutral, maybe we can have the neutral feeling.
Yes, if you want to stop there, if you can stop there at Rupa Vedana Sanya, so you just identify. It's like this. Say you go outside, right? And while you are walking along the road, you see a lot of things, but you don't care.
Yeah.
Like trees. Some trees you don't care. Some people you don't care. When you say don't care means, you know, you don't consider to take them to your system and try to have happiness. You know what I mean?
Yes. Yes. Yes.
That's why not care means I don't know this term is right. Not caring means you don't go into, that particular item as a source of happiness. Okay, you don't consider that as a source of happiness. But if you
Yes.
go to if you go to a restaurant, if you're going to eat something, then you go and look at what to eat, what gives the good taste, all those things, different to the selection of what you have selected on the road when you are walking, which are not, important to you. They're right.
Yes.
When those things are not important to you, they won't hurt you.
Yes, exactly.
That's right.
Yes.
So what that means, that means you are with them up to Rupa Vedana Sanya only.
Yeah.
Can you understand those three now?
Yes.
That example. Whenever you go out, if you don't, consider too much about things, anything, then you are with Rupa Vedana Sanya only, no Sankara, no Vinyana.
Yes, 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 exactly.
So that means you are with Rupa Vedana Sanya, Visankara and Jnana. Visankara and Jnana, no Sankara and Vinyana.
Yes.
That's right.
Yes.
Now it's clearer. So whenever you go out, say you saw a friend, you are not attached to that friend, or say stranger. That stranger is walking. You're also walking. So that stranger says, "How are you? Good morning. Good morning." That's it. Finish. No more. All right.
Yeah, okay.
Good evening.
So,
So
yeah.
that you as a courtesy, you say good morning. And as a courtesy, you say good evening. That's all right. But it's a stranger, but no attachment as such, right? So
Yes.
you did the right thing, no attachment, Rupa Vedana Sanya, you stop there, no Sankara Vinyana.
Yes, yes. And then, doctor, there is a question on the chat,
Yeah.
on the group chat. So have you seen it?
No, I can't see anything yet.
Okay. So the question is, neutral feeling is the ahat feeling?
What is that? Feeling?
Neutral feeling is the ahat feeling.
Can you write it down? I can't. There's a it's disturbance. There's a behind that, neutral feeling is the Arahant's feeling. Yeah, that's right. Correct. They don't go with Sankara Vinyana. No. No happy feelings temporary, or no unhappy feelings at all. But they eat, they dress, they walk, they meet people, everything is happening. But they don't change their systems. No Sankara, no Vinyana. You're right. Okay?
Yes, okay.
Yeah, that's a very good question. How they do that? Because they are at a higher level, because they have gone through this system, examine, they know what this system is doing from when they join with the outside world, what they have done. So therefore, they won't getting into that trap where it gives Sankara and Vijnana. So they are doing away with Sankara and Vijnana throughout their lives. If somebody praises that's Arahant, or blames, praising or blaming, yeah, is awesome. Praising or blaming, somebody praises, somebody blames. No problem, right? Say
Yes.
Arahant is going along the road. Somebody is coming and telling that person, I'm going to kill you. What do you say? Say the Arahant, what would be the Arahant answer? Yes, you can kill me. You can shoot at me, because in any case, this body is going to get dislocated one day. So whether it get dislocated now or later, I don't mind. You can kill me. That's the Arahant's answer. Can you understand that? Can you understand that?
Yes, yes, I can understand.
Because given up everything, given up everything, the life, everything is given up. That's why Buddha, in one life, Buddha's, neck was taken out. Somebody cut the neck. So Buddha said, compassion to you. I'll pay compassion to you. You can take out my neck or the head. Why? Because there is no expectations in life, not whatsoever. So if somebody is having a target of living for so many years in this life, that is an expectation. So Buddha says, don't have such expectation. You live by day. You live by day, you live this day. Then when the next day comes, you will live next day. And so on and so forth. But it is for the people who are practicing this in a very deep manner. Can you understand that? It is not for laymen. This teaching is for those who are practicing very highly to gain the wisdom or the enlightenment. So those who are spending their entire life to gain enlightenment, for that Buddha's Bodhisattva, that is the teaching for Buddha.
Sorry.
So
So just now, excuse me,
yeah,
the Bodhi.
yeah.
You mentioned about the Bodhisattva. What's that?
Buddha's teachings are for the people who like to attain the enlightenment, because
Yeah,
Buddha attained the
exactly.
enlightenment. But as a layman, we can use Buddha's teachings to be a good person, of course.
Yes.
But if you really need to become enlightenment,
Mm-hmm.
then you have to follow and practice that teaching thoroughly and extensively. Can you understand that?
Yes, yes.
Because if somebody practices these teachings only 50%, that person may not be able to achieve the ultimate goal of enlightenment.
Yeah.
But it is very hard. But what we are trying to do here is, our intention is to learn what Buddha has said. Then we practice as much as we can to achieve that enlightenment. So when we practice, say 20%, 80% is behind, then that 80% we can touch to gain another 2-3%. Then you have got 23%. Then you get 25%. You get 28%, 30%. Like that, you can go on and achieve that 100%, little by little. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
So
you just practice 20% and the 8% you just know it. You can touch it, you can feel it, right? But
yeah,
you transfer that part to more and more people.
yeah. Some people say, I have achieved 30%. I got 70% to achieve. Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Buddha says, once you do whatever you can, the rest will follow. Okay.
Yes.
Take
Yeah,
something
yeah,
like
yeah,
this.
yeah. I can feel it.
Yeah, yeah. That's the advice given by Buddha. You do whatever you can, the rest will come to you.
Yes.
You know?
I totally believe in that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. I also believe in that, because if you are practicing 10% right at the beginning, then once you have realized how good it is, how valuable it is, how uh, appreciative it is,
How
and
incredible it is.
yes, incredible it is. And once you have realized, yes, I am on the right path, that's the main thing. Yes, for happiness, I intuitive happiness. That means no unhappiness, sorrowfulness. Then
Mm-hmm.
person will go on and on and on to
Yeah.
get there.
Yeah.
Yeah, that might take time, but
Yes.
that person won't give up.
Won't give up. And it cannot be re
Reverse.
reversed.
Yeah, reverse. No reverse. Only
Reversed.
forward.
Okay.
Going up forward. Always going forward, not the backwards. Never go backwards. Because
Yes,
when you look
exactly.
at when you look at the now see benefits, you see the benefits of these.
Yeah, benefits.
But
Exactly.
when you look at the benefits, when you have realized the benefits, as you said, yes, realization is more important. Once you have realized, you go on and on and on forward.
Yeah. Yeah.
Now see,
Oh, yes,
when you
that's the
learn,
way.
yeah, that's the way to go, because Buddha said, never go backwards. That is exactly what Prince Siddhartha did. He went,
Yes.
he went out of the palace and he never came back to the
Shadow.
palace. Yeah, Siddhartha, Prince Siddhartha, he never, that's the ascetic Bodhisattva.
Yeah.
Bodhisattva, yes, he
Oh,
went,
with silver.
yeah, Bodhisattva, and he went on and on and on. He
Mm-hmm.
never look back and say to himself, no, I can't do this, I'm going back home. No, he never did that. He went forward. Just
Yes,
imagine,
one point.
he went
Yeah.
Just imagine he went in his own. There is no supporter, there is no one to guide, but still he went and achieved. Now we have got this much of guidance, help,
Yes.
everything is there. So Buddha is asking, why can't you do that? Because the guidance is there.
Yes.
Not,
So, yeah, doctor, so what's your definition of Bodhisattva?
Bodhisattva.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Bodhisattva means, I don't know whether people like that. Bodhisattva means there are two sounds. Bodhisattva.
Mm-hmm.
Bodhi is, according to Buddha's terms, Bodhi is person with a wisdom.
A
Bodhi,
person with a wisdom.
wisdom,
Wisdom.
wisdom.
Yeah, okay. Okay, a person
Once you
with a wisdom.
yeah, it's not me,
Bodhi.
because I'm Bodhi Nayaka. My name is Bodhi Nayaka.
Yes,
I'm not
me.
so.
Yes, a surname is Bodhi.
No, Bodhi Nayaka is the surname. There's
Oh,
another one.
surname.
Yeah, this is a
Surname.
short name, Bodhi, but it's
Oh, okay, surname.
Bodhi
Okay.
Nayaka. Yeah. So Bodhi is wisdom.
Yeah.
Person who has achieved wisdom is called Bodhi. So Buddha is Bodhi. Arahants are Bodhi.
Oh, yes, yes, yes,
Bodhi
yes.
Satta means a layman, starting as a
Oh,
layman and becoming
oh,
a wisdom person.
mm,
Person with a wisdom. So Bodhisattva. So you all we are living in this world are called sattva. Once you
yeah,
get into that situation, that's called wisdom achieved person, which is Bodhi. Then that part of sattva, Bodhisattva, that part of sattva will move away. It will drop. It will drop and become Bodhi. Bodhi is Buddha. Buddha is Bodhi. No more sattva. Training, until you train and achieve that, that person is Bodhisattva. Once that person achieved the enlightenment, so he's not called anymore as Bodhisattva, he's called as Buddha, Bodhi is Buddha. Can you understand that?
Totally, totally understand. Yeah, yeah. You let me realize something different, and especially the sattva and the Bodhi. Sattva is layman or laywoman, and it's not monks or nuns, right?
They're all monks, nuns, everybody.
Oh, that's it.
Yeah. Bodhisattva is all everybody. All are Bodhisattva, those who are following this. So one day
So
when
sattva. So what about the word sattva?
who?
Sattva. You explain sattva. Is yeah bodhisattva and the last part of bodhisattva.
Yeah, if a person is following this called sattva, bodhisattva,
Ah,
if a person is following these to achieve enlightenment, they are called bodhisattva.
bodhisattva. Whatever the person is, monks, nuns, or layman, laywoman.
Yeah, everybody who are, because now see, when you look at Buddha's time, there were laymen who achieved the enlightenment.
Mhm.
Sopaka, Sunita, yeah,
Yes.
have you heard about
The name.
the Angulimala? They are laymen. So, but Buddha gave the speech or the discuss with them. All of a sudden, they enlightened. Then and there,
Yes,
that
yes.
fast. So that
Peace.
means they
Yes.
were laymen. So they were not monks, but they were laymen. But they achieved that straight away.
So that the women can be called bodhisattva, right?
They can be called bodhisattva right at that point. Once they achieve, they are bodhi. They are Vishnu.
Yes, yes, yes.
Yeah,
Got
Arahant.
it. Totally, totally. Thank you so much.
Yeah. So bodhisattva is that. So bodhisattvas practice only rupa vedana sanya, no sankara vijnana hereafter.
Yeah, yeah.
So they know how to deal with outside world with rupa vedana sanya. So they are not going along 10 defilements, kama, tanna, rati, raga, lobha, desa, moha, macharya, krodha, vaira. Those things are not in their blood anymore, in their system.
Yeah.
Kamachanda, Vyapada, Tinamidda, Uddhacha, Kukucha, Vichikicha is not there. They are not living with doubt or fear.
Yeah. Yeah, 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 yeah.
You can understand that. So that is
100%. Yeah.
because they have realized these things and they have given up such things by the system. Then the system works effortlessly along that line rather than the wrong line. Wrong line means hurting himself or herself or others. So they
Yeah,
are not with the hurting process, they are in the non-hurting process.
non-hurting process. Yes, exactly.
Yeah, that's how it works. So you can understand how beautiful it is when a person get into this system and go along this process. They admire the achievements that they made and they want to stick to those admirable calmness, peacefulness. They admire those, I would say, ideas, living.
Yeah,
That
yeah, yeah.
they admire that living with peace. So
Yeah, living with peace. Yes.
they always peace. So whether you blame them or whether you praise them, they
Mhm.
don't change their system for they are not bending towards praising and going against blaming. Never. They
Never.
treat they treat both you know blaming and praising in the same manner. If somebody shouts, listens. If somebody come out with praising words, just be silent. That's all. So they are not going to change their system. No sankara towards blaming, no sankara towards praising also, because while praising you get sankara, because that sankara is positive sankara. Other one is negative sankara, but I
Positive
don't know.
sankara.
Yeah,
Yes, yes.
because excitement and so that is also sankara. Buddha put that as sankara because it's originated from what? The fictitious rupa. So therefore they all put into the same category as sankara, which are negative sankara. Although it's looks like positive sankara, but there is no positive sankara as such, although I said to explain that. Can you
Yeah,
understand? Yeah,
yeah,
it's
yeah, totally.
just a
So,
matter.
so that that practice, I mean that the person who is practicing and whatever somebody blame them or whatever somebody praise them, they just yeah calm. They're just calm. So that person have the neutral
Feel,
neutral
feelings.
feelings. Okay, neutral feelings. Thank you so
But
much.
yeah, when I say neutral feeling, because these words are very tricky. Because when you
Oh,
say feeling, right now,
yeah,
I'm
yeah,
explaining that
good,
first.
good.
Because when
Very
you say yeah, we
feeling.
say yeah, when you say feeling, so people think there is a feeling as such. But when you say neutral feeling, right? Then people think that has got some sort of happiness. No, neutral.
No.
So I can't say neutral feeling because
Yeah,
feeling
yeah.
is to
Feeling
happiness.
is
So it's
fictitious as well.
yeah. It's not a it's not a good word to use feelings. So
So
it's
that's why I'm thinking. So which word is perfect?
perfect
Is
one
it
is
suitable?
yeah. That person is living with concepts only.
Ah,
Yeah,
yes,
no
yes.
feeling.
Neutral concept. Yes.
Yeah, neutral concepts. Yeah,
Okay, got it.
because that comes in, all of a sudden when you are talking about feeling, then we say in the books they say, neutral feelings. We use that term to express that. Then some people ask, if there's a feeling, it has got a feeling. So if you say no feelings,
No
how
feelings.
it's no feelings. It's neutral. Not it's not neutral feelings. It should be no feelings, which
No
means
feelings.
neutral concepts. Good that you asked that question. Thank you so much for asking
Yes.
that question because that
Yeah.
can confuse people. Yeah, of course. So
Yeah.
no feelings. No
No
feelings.
feeling.
Yeah,
Feeling is a trap as well. Yeah, because it
feeling is
is
yeah.
fictitious as well. Yeah.
Yeah. Whenever there is a feeling, because we say Rupa, Vedana, Sanya, Sankara, Vijnana. Vijnana is feeling the feelings. So
Totally got it.
feeling
Vijnana.
some
Yeah, okay.
feeling.
Vijnana.
So when you feel feelings, then it should be either good or bad or neutral. In this case, Buddha said not to use feelings. Buddha never used feelings because feeling is not the term you Buddhists use because it's not Magadhi, it's English. So English or any other language can confuse us by using the
Yeah.
wrong term. But,
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah,
but
that's correct. I can feel the distinguish. Yeah,
yeah,
very
very
subtle.
yes, certainly. Yeah, that's right. So very hard to explain because it slips from our mouth, all of a sudden feeling, but it is not right, as you said. So it's
Sorry about that.
so
I
what
should be
is a
more careful.
yeah, you
Okay.
have to be very careful. Yes. So it's concept. So according to the Buddha, it's called Nekkhamma Sankalpa. That's the term Buddha used. Nekkhamma Sankalpa. I don't know whether too hard for you to remember. It's called Nekkhamma Sankalpa. Sankalpa is concepts. This English word for Sankalpa is concepts. I was trying to figure out the best term for that Sankalpa. The Buddha's term, Magadhi term is Sankalpa, concept. What Sankalpa? Nekkhamma. Nekkhamma means no karma. No karma Sankalpa. Ideas with no karma. Can you understand that?
Yeah.
That
Thank you.
person is that person
Yes.
is with no karma, nekkhamma. Yeah, nekkhamma. So that means no karma, views with no karma. living with views with no karma. That's the real explanation.
Yes, yes. Totally agree. And also, so Daisy, yeah, I finished my question. Thank you so
Okay.
much.
Okay, any other questions? Are you happy with that for today's?
Yeah, very happy.
That's good. You clear out all your doubts, which is good. So next day we will look at the relationship between Rupa, Vedana, Sanya, Sankara, Vijnana with 5 hindrances. So it's better for you to look at the 5 hindrances before you come to the next class, next lesson. Or
Okay.
do you need a break to come not tomorrow, day after, to look at them? Because you have to go through all the 3 things we studied over and over again. The 10 defilements, 5 hindrances, and the 5 elements of a thought. So if you are thorough with that, to understand the next part is very, very easy. You know what I mean?
Yes, yes.
Yeah, sorry, I was absent. So would you like to repeat that?
Yes, what you need to do is you have to go through the 10 defilements and the 5 hindrances, what we discussed so far, and the 5 elements of a thought, Rupa, Vedana, Sanya, Sankara. So all the things that we have discussed so far has to be thorough with to go to the next topic.
Totally agree. Thank you. Thank you.
Okay,
So you,
we'll see tomorrow. We'll come tomorrow and try to go through these 3 again slowly before we go into the next topic. The next topic is very easy. Very, very easy because you have done well with these 3. If you can understand these 3 topics, the 10 defilements, hindrances, and 5 elements of a thought. So if you are thorough with that, the next 2 parts are very, very, very easy. See?
yeah, I think so. So we would like you to lead us to review these 3 parts and again, and also some later journal, some listeners come later, and they would also to go over it with you.
Right. Okay. So when are
Okay.
they coming? They are coming tomorrow?
Yeah, I think so. Actually, these days, the population, the listeners reach to 34 together. Yeah, totally.
Yeah.
Someone more, and they would be here tomorrow.
Okay, that's good. So we'll go from the 10 defilements tomorrow and go slowly to the hindrances again, then come to the 5 aggregates or 5 elements of a thought, and then we go from there. Okay?
Okay, good. Thank you
Yeah.
so much for your patience, your contribution, your time, yeah, your compassion.
Okay, thank you so much for listening and asking question, which I really like to clarify the things to everybody, which is
Yeah, it's very
very,
profound
very
and
good.
subtle.
Very,
Yeah,
very
thank
good. Very good, very, very effective. I like that. Thank you. All the best. Take care.
all the best. Yeah,
See you
Daisy, would
tomorrow.
you like to do the transfer? Yeah.
Okay.
Yes. Okay. So, blessed by the Buddha's wonderful teachings, the
Mhm.
kind mentor and doctor's compassionate, leading, and inspiring. May all beings have the attention to Bodhi and quickly realize the unsurpassed enlightenment. Thank you so much,
Thank you
Doctor.
so much. Yes, thanks for all the thoughts, good thoughts, and positive thoughts to achieve what we are trying to achieve, the Buddhahood.
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you.
Thank you.
Yes.
Thank
Thank
you.
you.
Thank you.
See you
Take care.
tomorrow. Good
Tomorrow,
night.
yeah, tomorrow. Okay. Good night. Take care.